Faculty of Cultural Sciences has the vision as follows: to be one of the most excellent educational and cultural research institutions at national and international level, which cater people's needs and produce qualified and cultured alumni.
On that account, multidisciplinary study has not only become the heart of studies at FEB UGM, but has elaborated on one of the study methods later known as the approach of student-centered learning. With international vision, students at FEB UGM are not only able to speak foreign languages, but they also place themselves in a context to comprehend national and international culture. With or without this globalization, FEB UGM is still of the opinion that internationalizing is the path to embracing civilization. Even with minimal facilities, for 20 years, the faculty has been able to not only accommodate students from all over the archipelago, but also accept students from other countries who wish to study Indonesian culture.
Why would I recommend studying here at the University of Gadjah Mada, the Fakultas Ilmu Budaya? Because it's a great environment. It gives you an opportunity to experience the largest university in Indonesia. It has a great staff, very friendly environment, and you learn a lot about the culture and the customs of Indonesia just being here and getting a chance to experience it for yourself.
In other words, if you want to know a nuanced perspective of Indonesia, then FEB UGM is the gateway there. The faculty offers two disciplines of study, literature and culture. Thus, the scope of study materials are captivating because what is studied not only encompasses regional literature and cultures so rich with belief and knowledge systems of the past, but also modern literature and culture of the whole world, rich with reflections of humanity's values. It is not surprising when foreign students say, "This is the most international faculty of Indonesian universities. Over there, I do not feel lonely or by myself. Every day I meet with students from many different countries. Even with Indonesian students, I do not have difficulty communicating. Generally, they can speak foreign languages, especially English." The Sultanate of Yogyakarta was the sole kingdom that was capable of surviving European colonialism and globalization because it approached power as a symbol, not just as a tool, and regarded the people of Yogyakarta as the owners of the government. Learning from the success of the Sultanate of Yogyakarta, in the future, FEB UGM, with its more than 3,000 students, will have a new approach for its curriculum. As planned in the next 2 to 4 years, the basis of the curriculum will be using global knowledge to develop local understanding, namely, to look to the past as a form of responsibility for this generation, to past and future generations, and connecting this local understanding with that responsibility as a channel for dialogue with modern civilization, which is growing so quickly.
I've been asked to talk briefly about the multiculturalism here at Fakultas Ilmu Budaya. The first thing I would like to say is that there are a lot of foreign students here who come from various universities around the world, from many prestigious ones in Australia and America. And it is very interesting to discuss their research topics with them, and often you can get new ideas from them and listen to what they've been researching.
Thus, the role of the student is becoming of vital importance as compared to before, because classes will compose only 10% of the overall studies. Respectively, by having such training, students are obliged to know the world that they will be associated with after finishing their studies. This introduction will be in the form of direct active study in society's heart, with all of its aspects, traditional, modern, and a mixture of both. This choice is a certain necessity, not possible to delay further, considering the orientation of studies in the past was based more on Western methods of study. Building upon strategies of the past, to enter this era colored by modernity, it is believed that graduates of FEB UGM will possess more individuality, a certain wealth that is extremely needed in this era of globalization. Being in this unique position, it is believed that graduates of FEB UGM will gradually depend less on job offerings. Rather, it is expected that graduates of FEB UGM will instead develop those professions that have never been developed before. For example, professions in the areas of the culture industry, a growing industry in the early 1980s, later developed to allow America, Japan, Europe, and China to be able to produce new jobs which did not previously exist. Comprehending the growth of this world industry, FEB UGM already resides in this space. Namely, by studying humanity as ordinary beings, students will be capable of conceiving of matters that are extraordinary. And that is bringing Indonesia into the international world as a country rich with culture. Cultures will then grow and expand, not only in the institutions of higher learning, but in the public domain as well. This is how FEB UGM plans to study humanities cultures, for understanding world civilization as a path for international dialogue.